Hi guys, it's me, Shannon. I know I haven't been on for a long time. I can talk about that in another video, but I just wanted to do a morning video on how I get ready in the morning. I've been using retinol, and so my my routine has changed. So I have found a great line of products that help with using retinol, or if you're using, vitamin C or anything that's irritating your skin. And so what I normally do is I get my washcloth, and you're going to hear it, I should have done this before, and I get it really warm, not hot, but just really warm. And it kind of helps loosen up everything that I put on from last night. And then I just take it, and a lot of people are against using washcloths because they think that it holds bacteria. Well, when it starts to smell or you've used it for more than 2 or 3 days, I would change it. But I just take it and I kind of just loosen up everything, and it really feels good to have this on. It just gives you a real relaxed feeling. And it gets your face kind of prepped and ready for your cleansing. And so I start off with glossier. I'm not quite sure on how to pronounce it, but it is their milky jelly cleanser. And so I just take a pump and I do wet it a little bit, just so it moves a little bit better on my face. If I take anything dry, I don't know, I just feel like the water just helps move it around and makes it easier to get into those little spots and and I do put it underneath my eye, and it is very good for taking off your makeup as well, which I haven't really been doing a lot since the quarantine, unless I have a doctor's appointment, which I do today, and sometimes even then I'll skip the makeup. And I do have, since I haven't been on for a long time, I have really dark circles underneath my eyes. It could be from what I'm going through. I had also fallen out of my tub and hit the radiator. I have these old metal radiators, and I fell and I hit my face on it, and I got a big black and blue mark. But there's this line here, and I'm afraid it's permanent. Oh, I gotta this is my kitty. This is Sissy. She loves to nose around, and she wants to know everything I'm doing. So after I do kind of wipe it off with the washcloth, I will go in and just rinse my face off, and then go back with the washcloth and just kind of dampen. I never rub, especially when I'm using the Retin-A. The only time I do rub is when I see that, like certain areas, like right in here, has been peeling a lot, and it's been really irritated. So I haven't been using the Renova. It's actually called Tretinool. It's the generic form. And I will tell you guys that when the doctor called in the prescription, and it's 0.1 or 1.0, it's the strongest, I believe. There might be a 2.0, but I'm not sure. But it was like $289. And if you guys don't know about GoodRx, it has saved me so much money. It turned out to be like $60. Which you would spend on a good moisturizer, like even the Drunk Elephant moisturizer that I have is $80. So, but like I was saying, if I do have like a lot of peeling, I will just go in lightly, very lightly, and I'll just kind of rub it just to kind of loosen up that skin, and then put a heavier. And I would do this for nighttime, not during the day. I would use my Weleda. It's the skin food, but it is the ultra rich, and that really, really helps. And then I would go in with like a spray, either my Josie Maran cucumber. I don't know if she makes that anymore. Or the rose water. I also like La Roche-Posay. It's their thermal water, but it also has magnesium in it, which is really good, and it helps repair the skin, and it helps just soothe the skin. You can read about it. I'm not going to talk about it because it's a very long story, but when I was a makeup artist and I went to school, they had talked about this product, and some of the soldiers, when they were fighting, I think, World War I, they would put their feet in this spring water. Now, this doesn't have foot stuff in it, but the soldiers would walk around in the wells of the spring that creates this product. And it was the only thing that soothed their feet because their feet were so, like, damaged from walking around in their boots, and the skin was coming off their feet, probably both of them, but probably not feet, but whatever, the Shannon slip. But it's so good. So you can read about it, and it's just a great story, and I've been using it for years, even before I went to that class. And then what I would do is the morning after, I would use the Renova or the tretinool. I would use the Bare Minerals. This has been discontinued, but I did actually go on Amazon and find it. And I ordered one because you can't find it. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I was surprised that I was able to find it on Amazon. But anyway, I would go in with that, which I'm going to do right now. And the thing about the serums with the oil is you want to shake it up, but whatever was left in your little plunger here, take and squeeze that out, because you want to get what you just shook up, because it contains, and I take about 3 drops. It's really important because that takes out, when it sits, and it separates, even in that little plunger thing. So anyway, I just kind of spot it on, and I take it down my neck, and then I just kind of go forward. And with this Glossier, you have a daily moisturizer, and it also has a primer in it, and you have the rich moisturizer. I will tend to use this at night, this for the day. So I will go in, and I would let this sit for like 5 minutes before I put this on, but for time on the video, I'm just going to go ahead, and a little bit goes a long way. So I just use that, and I rub it in between my hands to kind of warm it up, and then I put it on my face like this. If I rub it on, it kind of concentrates in this area, and then I have a problem getting it to everywhere I want it to go. So I kind of pat it on down my neck, and then I'll start doing it up, and then rubbing it up. And right now I don't have any eye cream, so I'm just kind of patting it around my eyes right now. I usually do the Origins Izing, but I got a sample of this Clinique Repair Laser. I can't read it because my I don't have my glasses, but this is what it is. I don't know if you guys can read it. But I'm out of it, so I'm just using my moisturizer. And because this area right here, I don't know if you can see the redness right around in here, I'm going to go in and put a little bit of my Weleda Ultra Rich, just a tiny bit, and this is probably a little bit more, and I'm not going to rub it in because it is irritated. And with this, I don't tend to rub it in. I tend to do the rest like I did before. Spot it. Because once you start rubbing it, it gets kind of thick. And I want to kind of spot it so my face kind of warms it up, and then it spreads a little bit easier, always going in an upward motion. So this is what I'm going to do. And that is kind of it for my morning routine. And then I will go in, and this is also a great product. It is their lip moisturizer, and it's an awesome tube. This will probably last me a year, and literally I put this much on. And that is it for my morning routine. And I will come back and I will do how I apply my makeup. I've gotten very different in the way that I've done my makeup in my nighttime routine since I've been on YouTube. And I do apologize for not. I've been very ill, and I know that that's no excuse, but if you want to see more videos, make sure you do the notification bell, subscribe, and I'm always willing, and I always love your comments because it helps me as a YouTuber to let me know if you're interested in certain things. If you want me to talk more about the retinol or the Glossier line, I love to talk about skincare a lot because I'm a little bit more mature, and I'm more into skincare now than I am into makeup, although I love makeup. I think just with the pandemic going on, and I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup, so I've been doing a lot more research and a lot more care of my skin. And I think that's really important because your skin is your foundation. And it's just like, you know, the foundation of a house or the foundation or the beginning of a painting. You want to start out priming it, prepping it, make sure it's solid before you put anything else on top of it. And being a makeup artist, you know, I kind of am already familiar, but so many things change and so many new products come out. And I really can't afford to always, you know, keep up with everything that's going on. So I just kind of use what I have and make it work. That's always kind of been my motto. But I have gotten some new things since I've done the YouTube, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So I'm glad to be back, and I can't wait for your comments. And like I said, get that notification bell, subscribe, and comment. Love you guys. Have a great day. Stay safe.